Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we are going to talk about 10+1 series for manga newcomers. First of all, welcome to this amazing journey of collecting manga and spending all your money there. But yeah, it's a fun ride. So today I'm gonna talk about 10 series plus one. They are gonna be both ongoing and completed series, and I will also link them down below on Skyfire and Waltz Comics because that's where I mainly shop. And I will also add one or two Greek shops that they are available because, you know, for my Greek people. And if they have a box set, I will link the box set. If they don't have a box set, then I will just link the first volume and, well, you can buy the rest of them by yourselves. So let's get started. First, I'm going to talk about Attack on Titan. So Attack on Titan was actually the first anime I ever watched, and it was also the first manga I collected. And yes, it deserves to be on this list. Some people say that Attack on Titan is not for beginners, that may be a bit too complex or that the art may be too complex, but I totally disagree. I think the story really sucks you in since chapter 1, and it's so strong and you won't be able to put it down. Yes, as you can tell, there are titans in it and it's so clever. Every time you think you have everything figured out, well, you don't. Everything turns upside down and here you are again knowing absolutely nothing about where this plot is going, and I just really adore it. It's been years since I started it, and obviously I don't remember every detail because I've read too many series, but it still holds a special place in my heart. I mean, my cat is named Levi, you know. And yeah, I definitely suggest Attack on Titan. And next we have Demon Slayer. So this is another completed series with 23 volumes, and there is a box set which I highly suggest to go with a box set. It's usually cheaper, so I think it's better to just give those 120 euros now than hunt down every volume individually. And I love the series so much, and I also love the spines, I love the black, and yeah, it's not really life-changing, and some people may say that it's super overhyped and overrated, and do I agree? I'm not sure. But this series did something right. I still remember when I was reading it. So I was reading it digitally because the latest volumes were not printed out yet, and I remember I was crying so much. I was afraid I would destroy my laptop. So they did something right, and overall, I think it's a great story and the art is really amazing. I love especially the eyes, and I think it's great for any newcomer, and I absolutely adore the anime too, but there is something special about the manga, so I say go for it. And next we have another series that some people say that it's overrated, overhyped, and that is The Promised Neverland. So The Promised Neverland is completed with, I think, 20 volumes. Yes, with 20 volumes, and it's so clever. super clever. I could not put down this series. I mean, it had been a while since I really binged a series, and when I got The Promised Neverland, it was just exactly what I needed. Again, I would say go with a box set, not just for the price, but another problem I have with this series and several others this series is that they changed the Shonen Jump logo. So when you buy the box set, you will get the same Shonen Jump logo in every volume and not a different one, which I do not like. Some people don't care about it, but I do, and I guess some other people may also care about it. So I wanted to put that out there and say that I think the box set is a better option. And next we have an absolute favorite of mine, and that is Hell's Paradise. So Hell's Paradise is completed with 13 volumes, and you will love it. I love it. I love the art style, I love the covers. I don't love the spines, but what can we do? It's a really complex story. Actually, no, the story is not complex, but the characters are, especially our protagonist Gabimaru. And I think that's what I love most about it. When you have a really complex protagonist, you really want to understand him and you see so many sides of him. And I think that adds to the story so much. And then we have Tokyo Ghoul. So I think many people have heard of Tokyo Ghoul. It was actually one of the first series I collected. I think it was like the third or the fourth. And back then it was not easy to find the box set because yes, there is a box set. And again, I say go with the box set. Not just only for the price, but also for the Viz logo, because once again, if you buy them separately, you may have different Viz logos on your volumes, which I hate. I do not like it. But yeah. Anyway, the box set was out of stock everywhere at the time, so I did hunt down the singles, and it was actually fun. I think it was the first time I started really feeling like a collector at that time. And again, I binged this series so hard. I was able to find the box set for the Tokyo Ghoul Red, which I got immediately after I finished reading Tokyo Ghoul. You can think about them like, you know, parts. So Tokyo Ghoul is the first part and Tokyo Ghoul Red is the second part. Tokyo Ghoul has 14 volumes and then Tokyo Ghoul Red has 16 volumes, and they are so worth it. Kaneki, our protagonist, is really one of the best protagonists out there, and that's because you can really see all his feelings. I think that Esida created a masterpiece, and the way that he portrayed, you know, our protagonist's feelings is one of the best things I've ever read. His monologues were so poetic and so breathtaking. There were pages that I was just reading on and on and on, again and again and again, and I was just thinking about them, and then I was just reading them again and again. And even now I have a few panels that pop up into my mind when I say that, but I don't want to include them because they are super spoilery. But read Tokyo Ghoul, you won't regret it. It's one of the best things out there, and I think that any collector you ask, they will suggest Tokyo Ghoul. And don't watch the anime, read the manga. And now we're gonna go to something more funny, not so depressing, because Tokyo Ghoul is kind of depressing. But this time I'm gonna talk about Spy Family. You may have heard it because Spy Family became super popular after the anime, but trust me, the manga is better. I will always suggest this series and adore the series. I mean, the covers are fabulous, the spines are fabulous. I mean, look at them. You see the spines and you know, they're Spy Family. The art is really great. I mean, really great. And Anya is super cute, like super cute. The chapters are a bit more episodic and I like that too, but you can also see that sometimes the plot does get serious, and I do think that in the future we will see the plot thickens and it's gonna be great. But at this point I'm just really enjoying all this coziness we get, especially when Anya is at school. and you know, see when she's interacting with Damien, I absolutely love it. I'm giggling like I have a problem. I think my neighbors will listen to me and that they will really wonder if I'm a bit crazy. Okay, next on this series we have a shoujo, and that is Yona of the Dawn. I love Yona. Yona was the first shoujo I ever read, the first romance, but it's actually so much more than that. There is action, there is one of the best character developments I've ever read, Yona's. And I think everyone would enjoy the series, even if you're not into romance stuff. There are dragons, assassinations, there are super and many politics stuff. Politics? But it's absolutely great. It is on the bigger side because there are 41 volumes currently out and it's still ongoing, although we can't see at this point, you know, the finishing line. I mean, I can. It is gonna take a while because we get a new chapter every month, but absolutely great. There's no box set for this, so you do have to buy them individually. And I would suggest, you know, buy the first 8 volumes all at once. You will need them. You won't be able to put it down. I think that by the time you read the 3rd volume, maybe, you will go and order the rest of the volumes immediately because it is that good. And next, we have a manga with absolutely breathtaking art, and that is Witch Hat Atelier. It is amazing. The plot is quite simple. We follow witches and their everyday lives, but it does get dark and I think it gets even darker and darker as we go on, but it's so wholesome at the same time. I don't think I've ever seen another series done this so good. You can see that it's serious, but you can also see that there are funny moments, wholesome moments, and then back again we go to the dark side. So I think it does that really well and it makes you want to read more and more. I binged the series recently. I think it's been like 4 months now and there are 11 volumes out. The wait between volumes is a little bit frustrating because it usually takes 4 months between the volumes, but trust me, it's good, it's worth it, and with 11 volumes out, I think it's a good time to start. And yeah, one of the best arts I've seen out there, and I love the covers. Again, you see them and you know that it's Witch Hat Atelier, so I really like it. And next, we have another condenser title and another favorite of mine. It's Blue Period. I think Blue Period is on my top 10 too. This series is just so relaxing. It's one of those series where I do not mind the wait between volumes because every time I get a new volume in my hands, I just know I'm just gonna read it, I'm just gonna relax, and I'm gonna be proud of our protagonist. It's about art school and I don't know, it's super cute read. I love this since volume 1. I am an architecture student, so I could relate to some stuff and feelings of our protagonist and the topics that are being discussed, but I think you don't really have to be on the art section department to actually enjoy the series. I think anyone would find it interesting. It explains a few things of how to paint or, you know, do some stuff, which I also find quite interesting. Am I gonna use them? No, but I like reading them. It's the same with sports manga. I'm not gonna go and play baseball, but I definitely adore Ace of Diamonds, so, you know. Anyway, so yeah, the art is amazing. I also look at the back covers every time they have some panels, you know, of what's included inside, you know, spoiler tags. And I think Adansa has really done a great job with these releases, so check it out, it's good. Okay, and now for the 10th we have the Apothecary Diaries. So this is another series that became super popular the last months because of the anime. There are 11 volumes currently out, and actually this month the light novel also got released because this is based on the light novels. It's again more of a slice of life. Some chapters are more, you know, episodic than others, but there is a plot, and we adore our protagonist. She's great, she's smart, she's beautiful, she's sassy. I don't know, she's really cute. She's like a cat and I adore her so much. I think this series is again great for everyone out there. It doesn't matter if you want to read more slice of life or if you want to read something with more action, because somehow it ends up having everything. I'm speechless. Go read it. I do follow this digitally every month when we get a new chapter, but again, when I get a new volume in my hands, I just like to reread it. I do a lot of rereads, especially on some parts, so I highly suggest for you to check out the Apothecary Diaries. You will not regret it. And now we're gonna talk about the +1. So one of the greatest things that I think makes you feel like a true collector is when you go and get a new first volume. So, you know, as a manga collector, we do have to wait a lot of months, sometimes even a year, for the next volume to arrive, and the wait can be really painful, but at the same time, when you get the next volume, there is something really satisfying in it. So I did wanted to mention one new series with only one volume currently out, and that is, I'm gonna definitely pronounce it wrong, Gokura Kugai. I don't know. It's a new shonen. There's only one volume out. The second volume comes out in August, so you have plenty of time to, you know, pick it up when you buy some other manga, and it's great. It's volume 1 and we already have battles and everything, so it's an action manga. I also love the spines, and yeah, I don't know, I really wanted to suggest it. It's been a while since I read a first volume that really felt that great. Welcome to the club. You are gonna have to wait for new releases, but it's gonna be so much worth it. And this is one of the best new releases we've got this time around, in my opinion, always. So yeah, anyway, so this is for my list. I hope you enjoyed everything. Also, if you buy anything from Skyfire, don't forget to use my code TheNiceTeaParty for 5% off. Or if you buy something from Waltz Comics for the first time, you can again use my code TheNiceTeaParty for free shipping in your first order. And yeah, that was it. I hope to see you again, and until then, bye, have a good day.